When a man locks eyes with you, it can feel like he's trying to communicate something unspoken, but what does it actually mean? In this video, I'll break down what's really happening when a man looks deeply into your eyes. Whether it's affection, attraction, or even avoidance, his gaze can reveal more than his words ever could. Let's explore 10 distinct meanings behind those intense stares. 1. The "I love you" look. This is the gaze that feels warm, steady, and full of emotion. When a man looks deep into your eyes with this intention, it's not just about attraction, it's about connection. His look is filled with an undeniable softness that feels almost tangible, as if he's inviting you into his heart without uttering a single word. You'll notice that he doesn't avert his gaze or seem distracted. Instead, his focus is unwavering. His pupils may dilate slightly, which is a physiological response tied to genuine interest and affection. His posture might lean in subtly, signaling that he's not just listening to your words, but is completely absorbed in your presence. These moments often occur in quieter settings, such as when you're sharing a meaningful conversation, or when you catch him staring at you across the room. This look conveys a sense of security and belonging, making it clear that he's invested in you, not just for the moment, but for the long haul. 2. The "I want you so bad" look. This stare is intense, passionate, and brimming with desire. When a man looks into your eyes with this kind of intensity, it's hard to mistake it for anything else. His gaze feels magnetic, drawing you in and holding you there, almost as if he's trying to convey his longing without saying a word. You'll notice his body language shift along with his eyes. His breathing might become more deliberate, and there's often a slight smirk or a subtle tightening of his jaw that reveals he's holding back from acting on his impulses. This look isn't shy or hesitant, it's direct and assertive, aimed at making you aware of his attraction. This type of gaze often comes in romantic or private moments, when the two of you are physically close. While it can be flattering and exciting, it's important to recognize the context. If this look happens frequently, but isn't backed by genuine emotional connection, it might signal that his intentions are more physical than emotional. 3. The "I'm not feeling it" look. On the flip side, there's a look that says it all, but not in a good way. When a man stares into your eyes without warmth, connection, or genuine engagement, it might mean he's simply not feeling the spark. This look tends to feel hollow, or even forced, lacking the emotional energy that comes with deeper interest. He might hold eye contact because he feels obligated or doesn't want to appear rude, but there's a noticeable lack of enthusiasm. His body language often gives it away too, crossed arms, leaning away, or glancing around the room as if he's looking for an escape route. This look is often accompanied by short, clipped responses or a lack of follow-up questions, signaling disinterest. While it's never pleasant to experience this kind of gaze, recognizing it early on can save you from investing too much emotional energy into someone who isn't as invested in you. 4. When he stares at you while kissing. A man looking into your eyes during a kiss can feel incredibly romantic, or it can be a major red flag. Context is everything. If the gaze feels tender and connected, it could mean he's trying to deepen the intimacy of the moment. But if the stare feels intense or calculated, it might signal something more concerning. In some cases, a prolonged stare during a kiss could be a sign of control. He might be testing how you react to his gaze, trying to gauge your level of interest or vulnerability. This behavior can feel overwhelming or even manipulative, especially if it doesn't come across as natural. Pay attention to the overall vibe of the moment. If the stare feels unsettling or overly intense, it's worth considering whether his intentions align with your comfort and boundaries. A healthy gaze during a kiss should feel mutual, not one-sided or probing. 5. The "I'm completely mesmerized" look. This look is one of pure admiration, where a man stares into your eyes as if he's lost in the moment. It's not just about physical attraction, it's about being utterly captivated by who you are. His gaze feels almost dreamy, and you might catch him smiling softly or shaking his head in disbelief, as if he can't believe his luck. This kind of gaze often happens during spontaneous or candid moments, like when you're laughing, sharing a story, or simply being yourself. It's not about trying to impress you or get something in return. It's about genuine appreciation for your presence. You might notice that he doesn't rush to speak or fill the silence. Instead, he seems perfectly content just to look at you, savoring the moment. This gaze speaks volumes about his emotional depth and the value he places on your connection. 6. The "I'm testing you" look. Sometimes a man will stare into your eyes not out of affection, but to test your reaction. This kind of gaze feels deliberate and slightly calculated, as if he's trying to read your thoughts or gauge your feelings without having to ask directly. He might hold your gaze for a little longer than necessary, watching closely to see if you'll look away or maintain eye contact. This can happen in situations where he's unsure of where he stands with you and wants to assess your level of interest or vulnerability. While this look can sometimes indicate genuine curiosity, it can also feel unsettling if it comes across as too intense or intrusive. Trust your instincts. If the gaze feels more like a game than a sincere connection, it's worth addressing or setting boundaries. 7. The "I'm really listening to you" look. When a man looks deep into your eyes while you're speaking, it's a strong sign that he values what you have to say. This gaze is steady, attentive, and free of distractions, signaling that he's fully present in the moment. You'll notice that he doesn't interrupt or glance at his phone. Instead, his focus remains entirely on you. His facial expressions might change slightly as he reacts to your words, showing that he's not just hearing you, but truly understanding you. This kind of gaze fosters a sense of trust and mutual respect, making you feel seen and heard. It's a clear indicator that he values your thoughts and is genuinely invested in your conversation. 8. The "I'm trying to apologize" look. When words fail, a man might use his eyes to convey regret or remorse. This gaze is often accompanied by a softened expression, lowered brows, or even a hint of sadness, as if he's trying to say, "I'm sorry," without actually saying it. In these moments, his eyes might search yours, looking for a sign of forgiveness or understanding. The intensity of his gaze shows his vulnerability, as he's likely feeling exposed and unsure of how you'll respond. This look is most common after an argument or disagreement, where he wants to make amends but struggles to find the right words. Recognizing this gaze can help you navigate emotionally charged situations and foster deeper communication. 9. The "I'm daydreaming about you" look. Sometimes a man's gaze isn't about the present moment, but the future he's imagining with you. This look feels far away yet focused, as if he's lost in thought while still holding your gaze. You might catch him looking at you like this during quiet moments, where no words are exchanged, but the atmosphere feels charged with possibilities. His eyes might light up slightly, and there's a calmness to his expression that suggests he's envisioning something meaningful. This gaze often indicates that he's thinking about the potential of your relationship, whether it's planning a future together or simply appreciating how much you mean to him. 10. The "I'm falling for you" look. This gaze is subtle but unmistakable. It's the look of someone who's slowly but surely falling for you, and it's filled with a mix of excitement, vulnerability, and hope. You'll notice that his eyes soften when he looks at you, and his expressions become more open and genuine. He might hold your gaze longer than usual, as if trying to memorize every detail about you. This look often develops over time, becoming more frequent as his feelings deepen. It's not just about physical attraction, it's about recognizing that you're someone special and wanting to build something meaningful with you. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.